Hi guys, thanks for tuning in today. My name is Peyton Guess. I also go by Queen Peyote, and I am here to talk to you today about how to implement hearts and infinity moves into your whip flow. First, we are going to go over some heart and infinity moves that are on the more flowy side. We're going to identify those, and then we're going to work on executing those properly. After that, we are going to implement them to where we can transition between one to the next. First, we're going to go over the more flowy heart moves. The first one we're going to do is just with one whip. And we're going to hold the whip handle in the dominant hand, and we're going to hold on to the bottom of the whip head as well with the same hand. With your non-dominant hand, you're going to hold your thumb and your middle finger on the outside of the whip. And on the inside, you're going to make an anchor with your index finger. With this, you get a little extra flow with the flyaways, and you can do some fun motion with that. You can also do a little bit of movement and by making the heart beat in and out or up and down. The second move we're going to do with the hearts is going to be with two whips. It's a very similar concept. You're going to hold both of the whip handles in your dominant hand, and you're going to hold the ends or midway down the whip, the longer whip fibers, and you're going to make an anchor point with that. Right here, it makes an intersection to where the whip fibers at the bottom change direction. With this, you can do a lot more movement, you can do a lot more beating, and a lot more pulling. Next, we're going to do some flowier infinity moves. First, we're going to just do one whip, and then we're going to do a couple different things with two whips as well. So, first, we're going to go over the knee tracer. The knee tracer is just going in an up and down fashion, wrapping both of your legs. A more complicated version of that is to make it in a 3-point infinity tracer. You do the same motion that you would on your knees to wrap around your head and back down, around, back down. And after you practice this, you can do it in the same direction or in the opposite direction, or you can do both. Some more infinity moves that you can do with your entire body are to do the same concept of wrapping up and down around your neck and your midriff. You can also do this standing up with your legs. You can anchor off of one arm, off of one leg. And you can do different combinations of those. Another couple infinity moves that we're going to go over before we get to the doubles is to do it around your arms. All you're going to do is the motion of going over, pulling under, or going under and pulling over, and bringing that motion into play with pulling of your arms. And then the last one we're going to go over is the knees to the head. So We have done the knees. We've done the 3-point. We've worked through all the directions of doing clockwise, counterclockwise, and implementing those together. We have gone over the torso and midriff area. We have gone over the elbow infinity tracers. And we have gone over the head to the knee. Now we're going to move on to some more flowy double infinity tracers. So, what you can do is do the elbows to the knees and go back and forth. You can also go back and forth between the knees. This is a little complicated because you have to make sure that you don't tangle up the direction of which handle's going on top of which, because that will tangle you. You can do the traces of the triangle infinity. Another way to approach the double whip infinities is to do very similarly to having just one and holding them to create a similar effect, but a little bit more chaotic and full of a line. What we are going to do now is to go over the different concepts we just learned about. For the more technical side of the infinity move, we are going to have our whip in a circle where we're going to have about 3 coils. What you're going to do is you're going to twist to where it intersects in the middle. With this, you can go and do liquids that imply the infinity symbol moving. Another thing that you can do with it still being in a circle, you twist and then you push it together. So right here you're actually pushing it into a different type of infinity. So you're going against the first initial movement and pushing it into the second infinity. This creates two circles that create an infinity, and then you can navigate in between and transition through grid work of infinity and circle. To get out of that, what you're going to do is you're going to grab it right where you held the intersection. You're going to pull it back out. So first, while you're still in this position, you're going to pull out, and that will make the original infinity again. Then you will untwist, and you will once again have your circle. So, to do that one more time, you twist, you push, then you anchor, and then you navigate through the circle and the infinity. You will then grab the circle, pull to the original, and then you'll pull again back into the original circle. To do a technical heart, we are going to use two whips. We are going to anchor the fibers onto our shoulders. We're going to be holding on to the fibers. We're going to move one hand to hold on to both fiber bottom, like ends, and then we're going to have another hand hold on to the fiber heads. This actually makes more of a heartogram. Or to get out of it, you can go back to the shoulders. You can also pull out and then continue doing heart sequences such as a lacing and then stopping. It's very similar to doing that with an infinity move. Now that we have gone over the technical style versions of the infinity and heart moves, we're going to kind of work through those. And first we're going to start with just the one whip, and we're going to work on the circle to infinity move. Now we are going to go over how to get into the dual whip technical hearts. Now that we've gone over the flowier side and the more technical side of the infinity and the heart moves, I think it's important to mention that we do flow as moving meditation. We are putting our intentions out into the world, and whenever we give someone a light show, you don't know how impactful maybe that moment is for them. And I have always loved using infinities as a way to put a blessing in my own mind about something that might be in front of me. Thinking about abundance, or thinking about how much you love someone, and putting that into your flow in a symbol that everyone knows and can identify can be really impactful for someone, and can really ultimately bring you a more cohesive, more emotionally fueled show, and it could create a lasting memory.